For daily ask Reddit. Ex-inmates of Reddit, what was the stupidest thing you've seen a new inmate do on his first day in prison? If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Reach across someone's food. Is this a matter of courtesy, or do people have to assume you're gonna duck with their food if you reach over it? Courtesy and respect. It's way more serious than someone who has never been locked up would expect. Went out to eat with some friends. Reached across my friend's plate to grab the salt. My friend has done time. He was like, heads up, you would never last in prison. Whoops, well now I know. Edit. My friend said it to me in jest. He was not trying to threaten me. We laughed about it. Yes, I was being rude for reaching over him instead of asking nicely for the salt. One guy bragging about what he did to get himself in jail. Other dude showering barefoot. Great way to get convicted. Great way to get jungle fungus. My first time and I went to take a shower for the first time. I got undressed and was about to step in when like 6 people all started yelling at me, put some shoes on, dumbest white boy lol. After that I bought some shower shoes. Not wearing shower shoes in the shower. Gross. That's where everyone jacks off all over the floor, not to mention W.E disease they've got. Not gonna lie, my first thought wasn't that but foot fungus. Yeah, I went to jail once and at first I thought it was strange that the inmates kept warning people to wear shoes in the shower or your feet will get pregnant. What a weird way to talk about fungu. Oh, they beat off in there. I did 14 years in federal prison for wire fraud. I got out last February. I'm 36. Some things I can say are these. While your sexuality may not be an issue outside of prison, inside prison, male inmates who are openly gay are generally disrespected. Gambling and drugs create debts that are at some point unable to be paid and can result in serious issues for yourself. Most prisons operate a social hierarchy based on gang affiliations or hometowns, although there can be large separations based on race. However, rapists and child molesters will basically be free game for anyone who wants to take their shit or torment them. You might have been a badass outside of prison, but generally you can't fight several people at once, which is what would happen if you talk about how much of a badass you are. Keep your shit to yourself and don't talk crazy to people, which is seen as disrespect. Respect/disrespect has a different meaning in prison, and you'll figure it out. Best to just keep to yourself, unless as much as possible, unless you want to embrace prison life and become institutionalized. Prison is not a place to make friends. Goofy looking kid, curly hair, thick glasses. He comes in, and for some reason he befriends me. He starts telling me what he did, sexual assault of a minor. I told him not to be telling nobody that shit, because it'll get you in trouble. The rest of that day and the next, I bailed out. By then, I could hear him from across the hall telling other people. Not surprised if he's been kicked around a few times. Kid gets booked in, hits the unit and starts borrowing food and other commissary items. Before he knew it, he was $200 in the hole. Problem is, in jail and prison, most people who are willing to loan items out expect 2 or 3 of the same item back. Yeah, I know. Interest. Very easy way to get yourself indebted is by borrowing any food or other items. Never get in debt while incarcerated. A slight twist. We had a pink wet floor sign that we would put up in the entrance to the showers, so everyone knew there was someone in there jerking off. The fun game was to watch the new guys, myself included, innocently walk into the entrance to the showers that very first time, past the pink wet floor sign, and then see him come skittering back out a few moments later. Was there ever a time where the guy didn't walk out? It was a minimum security prison. We were all relatively harmless. I don't think there was ever more than strong irritation from the guy jerking in the shower. After all, it had likely been done to him when he was new. Tell literally everyone how he was going to escape and showed off all the tools he was using. Was he stopped by the other inmates or by guards? Theirs was a mole, a snitch. Within hours of him trying to saw his way through the bars with the threads of the waistband of his underwear, we were searched and he was removed. In all fairness, he was awaiting trial and looking at 50+ years. There was an old myth that if you challenge the meanest guy in your block to a fight, everyone else would leave you alone. It's true. No one will torment you if you are dead. Kid tried it and got dropped off the 5th tier. First day in Gen Pop, last day in Gen Pop. Most guys just want to do their time alone. Most rape and violence in prison is about debt or tax. If you play it straight, 98% of guys will just leave you alone. Fuck on the yard makes your time worse, not better. Loss of privilege, of time in solitary. Most people don't want that. Most of the straight up psychopaths are in 23/1 lockdown anyway. You get in debt or shoot your mouth off, and you will get settled or taxed. Both are to be avoided.